Hi, I'm Unique Model, aka Shantae Renee P for Positivity, and this is a channel for love and for healing. I want you to know that love begins with you, and it absolutely does. Be the love you want to see manifest in your life, and it will come. So, this is a message, a follow up to a message that I said I would put out for some messages that I just put out a little while ago. It is the 16th of March. 2025. It's a Sunday. It's very windy outside, so some changes are coming. That's just a little side note. I'm hearing changes on the horizon, so, and it's very windy, and normally wind brings about changes. So that's just a little side note to this message that I'm going to share with you all. So I was recently on a road trip from Texas to VA and back from Wednesday to Saturday. I'm tired. I can barely see my eyes. So I know this is the last video I would do for a little while, because I need to go lay down because I'm still tired. But anywho, get to one of the this message is just an experience that I had, and something that was trying to happen. I'm hearing significant, so it is significant for me to put this out. So I was traveling, and I was in Georgia, and I had been in Georgia for a while, driving, and so I was getting prepared to stop, and because I'm tired, I feel like I'm floating. I'm starting to see the auras of the trees while I'm driving. I'm like, okay, I need to stop. So something with vision too, because right now I can barely see my eyes as I'm talking. I can see myself, looking in the video. It's something, someone may not be seeing things clearly in a situation, or maybe you need to actually get your vision checked. So mine is because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. from traveling. But anywho, so I'm driving. I'm in Georgia. I've been in Georgia for a while, and I'm having an uneasiness. It's full moon energy, which I'm a Cancer. I can feel stuff more easily around moon cycles. So, and then we also had a lunar eclipse. So I'm hearing and feeling I don't need to stop in Georgia. I need to get to South Carolina, then I stop. But it's like 12:30 midnight. I have been driving forever, and I'm tired. I needed to pull over. I needed to pee, all of that good stuff. So I was like, okay. I pull over, look for a rest stop, and I pull up into the rest stop. I go to like the beginning almost where you exit the rest stop, and I was like, it's too many people in this area. Mind you, because I was not getting a hotel. I was just gonna rest for a little bit and then get back up and drive. One, I was on a time crunch. The car was supposed to be back by 8:00 a.m. on Saturday. That won't happen. It would get back when it get back, because yeah. If I can't drive, I can't drive. It is what it is. And we couldn't do an extension. Technically we couldn't do an extension, but the universe saw otherwise. It is what it is. So anywho, I drive up, and then his car is parked up there, and I'm like, I didn't feel comfortable. Something in me was I started feeling like a lot of fear, some anger. My spirit just was not easy. I was getting all these, I think it's clairsentient feelings within my body, and I just didn't feel comfortable. So I drive up, and you're not supposed to drive backwards, but I backed up. I said I'm gonna go back to where it was some other cars parked, but not that many, and it was away from the building where the restrooms were. And the restrooms, it was kind of like an opening where you could see to the other side. So cars and stuff were on the front side, and semi trucks were on the back side. So I get out, I'm smoking, because I'm like, I need a cigarette. So I'm smoking. I go to where the restrooms are, and actually, let me back up. I get out the car, and I'm just walking first, and I'm paying attention to my surroundings. I'm by myself. It's 12:30 at night, and I see this car pull out to the stop sign to get back on the interstate, but it's another way for the trucks to come, and they kind of met at a point. And this navy blue car, kind of like a beat up car, and I saw it, and I'm paying attention. I'm like, okay, I don't know why I was paying attention, but I was paying attention. So the 18-wheeler was waiting for the car to go, was trying to let the car go, but the car was waiting for the semi truck. So I go do what I'm doing, stop paying attention for a second. But then as I get to where the restrooms are, I see this car sitting where the opening is, so you could see, you know, who was going in and out where the restroom was. And it was kind of like up against the curb, up against the where the building was. So I'm like, okay, I see him looking. As soon as I look, he looks away. I'm like, okay, this is weird as fuck. So I'm like, okay, let me pay attention now, because I just don't have a good feeling. So I go into the restroom, I come out. Now this car is parked in between the semi trucks, the 18-wheelers. It was 18-wheelers on the other side, you know, vans and RVs or whatever on the other side. And this car is parked in between, and I can see it. So I'm like, he on the other side. So the only way to technically get out, you gotta go out that way to get out. So I go to the restroom, I walk back to the car, I smoke another cigarette. I get back in, it was actually a van. And so I get in the van, I kind of trying to set up so I could like take a nap for like 2 hours. And I'm getting in the back, I'm setting myself up, and I look up, that same car is maybe like 4 spots over from me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see this man looking, and I can't really see him because I need glasses. So it's like he's kind of like 4 spots over. I can't really see his face. Don't know what color he was, none of that. He might have been around my complexion, but I don't know nationality or none of that. So I look, and then he sees me looking. He looks away. He backs out and rides behind me slowly and acting like he's not looking. I'm paying attention. And then he goes back to the front where he was initially parked. So I'm watching, and my kids, they got my location. One daughter, she got my location. I call her, I'm like, okay, this is going on, blah, blah, blah. You know, you got my location, anything, whatever. So he goes to park. So I'm just watching, and something in my spirit is like, you need to leave. You need to leave. Don't rest here. And I was getting that when I was driving. It was like, don't stop in Georgia. Make it to South Carolina. So I do see him go back out eventually, because I think all this happened within like 35 minutes or so. He goes to the stop sign, and I think he pulls off, but I'm not exactly sure because he's not at the stop sign anymore. So I don't know, because he came back around once. I was like, I'm not going to chance it. And I said, this man is scoping out the scenery, scoping me out to probably do whatever. And I'm just like, not today, Satan, not today. I'm not doing it. We not doing it. I got blessings that's coming. And I need to be here to experience those blessings. So I'm like, God, you know I am tired. It's going to be very hard for me to drive some more. So, but you know, if you're guided to do something, you're going to have the strength and resilience to do it. So I get back, you know, on the road, and maybe like another 30 minutes or so, I actually see the welcome to, you know, South Carolina sign. So the rest stop that I stopped at going into South Carolina, it was a sign up, this area is policed after dark. It felt more comfortable. I was calm. It was other people out there. You could tell they were like resting too in their vehicles. I get out to go pee. Actually, no, I don't have to go to the bathroom because I had just went. So I set myself up to go to sleep. I go to sleep for a couple of hours, and then I get back up, and then I get back on my way around about 4:20 a.m. So it's like, I know this man was not I'm thinking of I'm hearing like doing bad things. So I felt the energy prior to something happening. So I was paying attention to my intuition and to my guidance. Like, yeah, I'm not the one, sir. I am protected. So I know as long as I'm following my guidance, excuse me, I will be protected. So that's the message. If it does not feel right, go with it. Go with what your intuition or your human is saying. If it don't feel right, then you gotta follow your instincts, because who knows what could have happened. But literally, this man act like he was leaving. I saw him watching me at different points, and I was like, God, why you got me out here traveling by myself? I'm like, enough of this already. But you know, we do what we have to do. We do what we're guided to do. I was being a support system for my daughter and my grandkids, and I had to do what I had to do. So I was protected in that because I listened to my guidance and to my intuition. So some of you need to listen more. I'm here and shut up. Listen and shut up. Listen to what you're being guided to do. Your spiritual team is here for you. And I do thank you, spiritual team, again, for, you know, keeping me out of harm's way, you know, because the world is not always nice, even though, you know, we're trying to be the light and the love that we want to see, as I see 11:11 on the clock. Everybody is not programmed that way, and people are still operating from deep within their shadows, and I'm hearing detriment. Detriment. So it would have been something detrimental had I probably stayed there. But you know, I ain't stay there to find out, because I don't need to know. I don't need to know. So that is my experience. Yes, somebody was scoping me out while I was traveling. Yeah, to do God knows what. Glad I didn't find out. All right. Sending you loving healing. I appreciate you. Make sure you appreciate yourself. And remember, happiness is homemade. Feed yourself some good shit. Mind, body, and spirit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.